Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Please consider subscribing below and turn the post notification bell on so you can get notified each time I post a new video. Today I'll be sharing with you ways to overcome financial struggle as an immigrant. Making that decision to even move to a new country and starting all over is a huge decision to make. And I understand that bringing yourself to that mindset where you are agreeing that I'll be starting from the scratch and it's okay to have to do all of these things over again, and you not actually minding doing it again and again, knowing the risk that it takes for you to fly to another country and start from the scratch. So what are those things that you need to do to help you stand tall against all odds? Coming from myself, that I moved to Canada like 4 years ago, going to 4 years now, and I can tell you for a fact that I've gotten to the point where I've attained reasonable level of stability and financial success in Canada, and I had to start all over again. So I know the struggle. Then I would like to also acknowledge the fact that I know how difficult it can be to move to a new country and to find jobs. I think that's one of the biggest expectations that wasn't met for me. When I came to Canada, I had expectations that it would be much easier for you to find jobs. You'd be able to easily get any job that you want. But I acknowledge that it might even be very hard for you to find menial jobs, like just regular McDonald's or working at Tim Hortons job. Those kind of jobs, even finding them sometimes can be very hard. So it's not like it's a bed of roses. It's very challenging. You have to put in extra work in order to get to where you want to be. So I know that these things do exist, but coming from the kind of background that I have and the background that you probably have as well, you know what you want for yourself, you know your dreams, and you're not going to give up just because you didn't get it by the first, second, third attempt. You continue to try and put in that work to get to where you want to be. So don't give up. Okay? One thing you need to do is to always plan in advance. There are so many things that you need to plan. When you get to a new country or once you are moving abroad, you need to understand that you would need to have a clear career path. You need to know exactly what you want, know the career path that you're trying to pursue, and surround yourself with people with the same mindset. Do you want to continue to work as a professional? Do you want to work in IT? Do you want to work in banking? Do you want to work in finance? Do you want to identify what you want to do and start to train yourself in that path, start to walk in that direction. If you don't have a clear career path, you find yourself trying out many different things in different professions that would lead you nowhere. It's also very important for you to plan and have a budget. When you are planning your budget, know that you have to tailor your budget towards your income. So if you are not earning enough income, or if you are just earning decent income, you need to plan that your budget will be within the amount of money that you're earning. Do not spend more than you're earning. The second thing you need to do is to save money. I know you cannot save your way to becoming rich. I know that for a certain, but you have to also save money on different things. Do not come to a new country and your first thing to do is to go and buy a brand new car. That's not your priority at that point in time. Know exactly what you want for yourself. If you're able to find a decent, affordable car that is cheap, that you can pay off in cash, just go for that. My first car in Canada was like $5,000 or $6,000. I did not even go ahead and start going into financing cars, even though I could at that point in time. That wasn't my priority. That wasn't something that was very important to me at that point in time. So just make sure that you don't go ahead and start buying an expensive car. If you also need to rent an apartment, make sure you're going for apartment that you can afford. Don't go for expensive apartment because you want to live glamorous, fancy lifestyle. Make sure that you have earned enough money to be able to afford the apartment or the cost of living that you're incurring. So for instance, a good standard or a good yardstick is to make sure that your rent is no more than 30% of your after-tax income. So if you are earning $2,000 a month, your rent should not be more than $600. Take it slowly and save money wherever you can. Make sure to also have a savings plan, because that's also a good way for you to save. It's not just enough for you to continue to make money and spend money. You need to also have a savings plan. From your income, you can try to save, if it's 20%, 30%, 10%, 40%, or even 50% of your income. I've seen people that save 50% of their income. I've also saved 50% of my income at one point. Even till now, I'm still able to save a very, very good percentage of my income. So that's something that you should also work on. Make sure you have a savings plan and you are consistent with your savings. The third thing you need to do is to grow your tax-free money. This is something that you would not hear quite often, but I am telling you for a fact that if you want to make or build wealth in this country or abroad, you have to increase your possibility of earning tax-free money. So if you are going to be invest in accounts like TFSA account, that's the tax-free saving account that would allow you to invest in any kind of investment and you would not be paying taxes on your income. You can also register an incorporation. So if you are able to apply for jobs with your incorporation, consider doing that rather than taking maybe full-time employment. You could also be full-time employment, but you're working under your incorporation. This would help you save money from your taxes. But then you also need to weigh your options and see if you want to work as a contractor or if you want to work as a full-time worker. It's totally up to you to decide. But I highly recommend that you consider registering an incorporation to help you save tax money. You can also earn tax-free money by doing cash jobs. If it's possible for you to probably work on the weekends or do jobs that you could be paid in cash, that's a good way for you to also get money free of tax. If you're able to increase your tax-free money, kudos to you. Another important thing for you to do is to set your priorities right. You know your goal, you know your purpose. You did not come to a new country, you did not move 10,000 miles from where you are coming from in Africa or in India or somewhere in a middle or a very small country or city to come and settle in a new country and to start like accepting the bare minimum. You need to put yourself out there. You need to be proactive. You need to jump up. You need to like be on top of your game and know exactly what you want. Don't give up, don't quit, don't back down, because you truly and you really deserve the best. Make sure you have your priorities right when it comes to spending. Do not overspend. Don't spend more than what you are earning. Also, you should make sure to avoid debt. Do not overuse your credit card or maximize your credit card usage. Make sure that you are trying as much as possible to avoid debt. Anytime you use your credit card, always pay it in full. And if for any reasons you have already acquired debt, maybe like your student loan or you already got into a car payment plan, that's fine. Try as much as you can to make sure you are consistent with your payments. Plan ways for you to finish paying off your debt and get rid of them so that you can start focusing on your savings, especially your high interest debt, things like credit card, because they charge ridiculous interest rates on monthly basis. So if you don't get rid of your debt, it will continue to affect your savings. So the income you are making from your savings or your investment might not be as much as the interest rate or the interest that you're paying on your debt. So you need to find ways to settle and pay off your high interest debt, then you can focus on your savings. Next thing is for you to get a job. Yeah, very important. I know I should have said these things, but it's coming right now because this is the point where you need to focus on. If it's multiple jobs you are going to do, take it. It's okay for you to work multiple hours. You know you're just sacrificing few part or the early stage of your career in a new country to settle and make more money. It's okay for you to work 2 jobs. A lot of people abroad work multiple jobs, so that's fine. If you need to work 9 to 5 and 5 to 9, do it. If you need to work on weekends as well, do it. If it's for you to do Uber or Uber Eats or something that you do, maybe like an extra job or a side job that you do at your free time just to make extra money, there's no shame in doing that. Get up on top of your job and do it. Another thing you can do to increase your income is to job hop. Job hopping is just a situation where you are moving from jobs to job within the shortest possible time to increase your income. So there's nothing wrong with you job hopping. You can try as much as you can to switch between jobs, maybe every 1 year or every 2 years, however you deem fit. Just make sure that you are growing. Regardless of whether you are switching your jobs, you are growing. That's the most important thing. You do not want to take a new job and demote yourself. The only grounds that you can possibly consider doing that is maybe you are switching to a career that you're really passionate about, or you're moving into a company that really values you, or the benefits are worth it. Just make sure that you're weighing your options and you're going for what is best for you. Another way for you to increase your income is to upskill or you switch your career. So if you are working in a specific career path and you are not making enough money, or you're making enough money but you want to increase your income, you can just enroll for like an upskilling program or a training program that will allow you to, move a little bit ahead in that career path that you have decided for yourself. That you can do online study, or you can also enroll for trainings that you just pay some money and you learn new skills. The last advice that I have for you is to get financial help. If you feel like you are struggling regardless of all these things, you are still facing financial hardship and you're doing all these things, you have put in the work, it just still seems very tough for you, you can get a financial advisor. Speak to anyone in the closest bank to you. Just reach out to your bank and let them know you want to speak to an advisor. They would plan with you your finances and give you advice based on your income. You can also seek financial aid and support. There are different programs that offers like school fees aid or tuition aid. There are some support or incentive. There are also some initiatives that offer support for rent or maybe like incentives here and there. You could also get like benefits for childcare or daycare expenses or reimbursement as well. You can also look into government programs. The government has different initiatives that they use to support people that are financially struggling. You can consider looking at them. You might get like food bank close to you. If you live in Canada, I know there is childcare benefits. If you're eligible for it, you should get it. Don't leave money on the table. Get your money, get your bag, because in the long run, when you start making money, you pay them back in taxes. So utilize all of these programs that have been put in place. They are there for you to benefit from, so take advantage of them. Anyway, so that's about it for this video. These are some tips and advice that I have for you that you can utilize in order to overcome financial struggle as an immigrant. Take advantage of these things and utilize them to your own advantage. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. And if you have any advice as well for immigrants struggling abroad, please leave them in the comments so that they can learn and improve their finances, because we all need to win together. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I'll see you all in my next video. If you enjoy watching it, please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you again. Bye bye.